Thank you for coming in and for your interest in our company and the position. I would like to use this interview productively to learn as much as possible about you in a relatively short period of time. I'm going to lead our conversation with questions, but you are more than welcome to jump in and to ask me whatever you might consider useful about the company or about the role. I'm also going to take a few notes on my laptop, and I hope that isn't too distracting. Let's start with tell me about yourself question. Who are you? What have you studied so far? What has been your experience?
My name is Ricky Cabanyo-Guilherme. I am 25 years old and I recently graduated from the University of Pamplona Extension with a course Bachelor of Science major in Agronomy. While there, I learned a lot about agronomy extension, which is the application of agronomic knowledge and practices to help farmers improve their agricultural productivity and sustainability.
Okay, so why did you choose that particular major and at that particular school?
I chose to study Bachelor of Science major in agronomy and Pamplona Extension because passion for agriculture. Agronomy is the science and technology of crop production and soil management. If someone has a deep interest in agriculture, farming, and the overall sustainability of food production, choosing a major in agronomy can be a natural choice.
During your preparation for this interview, I guess you thought about what you do the best. What are your biggest strengths? And how do you think our company would benefit from them?
Communication and customer support could benefit my strength. I can assist your company in communicating with customers, suppliers, and stakeholders by providing timely and accurate information. Whether it's answering inquiries about your products, explaining farming techniques to customers, or assisting with technical support, I can help enhance customer satisfaction and improve overall communication efficiency.
What about your development areas? What do you have identified as your greatest and biggest improvement areas? And what have you done to improve them so far?
One of my career goals is to take a leadership position in my organization. So I want to improve my leadership skills, especially I want to get better at speaking in front of large groups and motivating teams. I plan on completing a leadership certification to improve in this area.
I see on your resume that you had switched jobs not too long ago. Why did you leave your previous position?
I leave my previous position because of the economy. My company is going through a rough patch. Some people have already lost their jobs and I don't feel confident that my position is stable, which is taking a toll on my performance. I keep worrying about the future and have no focus. So I'm looking for a secure position where I wouldn't have to worry about these things. I want to settle in a stable company and focus on contributing and developing my skills.
All right. Why are you interviewing with me today? What made you apply for this job and why do you want to work here?
Yes, I am applying as a role of CEO in your company. I want this job because I am looking for an opportunity that lets me exercise my skills with numbers and eye for detail. I feel this position will allow me to succeed because my interpersonal skills help me establish meaningful relationship with vendors. And my experience with accounting software allows me to confidently manage invoice and inventory databases.
Okay, so now tell me about a time when you were in charge of a project with a deadline. Which was the project and how did you meet the deadline?
A really great approach to tackle deadlines is to break down big projects into different milestones and action items. When you break it down into smaller tasks, you're going to gain a stronger idea of how much time you need to complete each task and engage if you'll be able to meet the initial deadline set.
Okay, and so tell me about a time when you showed an initiative on the job. When was it and which was the outcome?
I was working on a project with two other people who were both new to the company.
Yes.
I felt like they didn't know what they were doing.
Okay.
So I took initiative and I decided to lead the project, which was the first time I had the opportunity to do so.
Tell me about a time when your communication skills helped you at your job. When was it and what did you do?
In my current position, I have one particular client who was an exceptionally brief communicator. If I asked two questions, he would answer just one. I learned that he would not acknowledge anything for which he did not have an answer. I began to ask him questions in a different way. For example, I would say, "Do you have an answer for me on question?" And he would say yes or no. He would then go from there. This method was a valid form of communication for that particular client.
Okay, now give an example of a situation where you had to deal with the conflict at work. What did it consist of and how was it resolved?
In some instances, I have felt it necessary to voice my opinion when I disagreed with a boss and has actually proven to be constructive. For instance, a previous manager's unfriendly behavior had a negative influence on my work, and I started losing motivation and job satisfaction. Eventually, I asked for a meeting and told him, in a calm and polite way, how I felt. To my surprise, he told me he was having difficulty in his personal life and was not coping well. After that, he made an effort to be less critical and I was more understanding.
You know, we're currently interviewing more candidates. That's why I would like to ask you, why do you think we should hire you? And why do you think we should choose you over other candidates?
I am confident I possess the right soft and hard skills, communication and marketing, respectively, to help you grow your business and get your company to stand out from the competition.
Okay then, thank you very much for coming in. It was a pleasure meeting you and we'll be in touch.